Please.
Yes. Hemophilia A is a genetic recessive disease due to an abnormality of a blood coagulation factor. Factor VIII.
هيدي 8. هيدي Roman numbers.
Yes.
In Roman numbers, V is 5. Okay, 1 on its right will be 6. 1 on its left will be 4. طيب, فإذا factor 8 is missing in those people, فإذا they have a problem in a blood coagulation. يعني if they cut their fingers أو مثلا they took out a tooth, okay, they will have a problem and the blood does not coagulate, يعني the bleeding does not stop easily. Okay, this factor
is the expression of gene located on the non-homologous segment of X chromosome.
Okay.
We designate by H the allele responsible for the disease and by N the normal allele.
Exactly. فإذا they gave us everything here. Recessive, non-homologous segment of X, or even they gave us the symbols H and N.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Document 1 reveals the pedigree of a family that expresses this disease.
Okay.
Woman 6 is pregnant and asks for parental diagnosis for her fetus.
فإذا she's pregnant, she wants to know if her fetus is going to be affected with hemophilia or not.
Yes.
Okay, and let's say, pay attention that her husband is from outside the family, not from the same family. يعني he may not be carrying the disease at all. طيب, what will be the first question? يلا مريم, please, first question.
Sorry. Indicate the genotype of persons 6 and 7. Justify the choice.
Okay, what can be the genotypes of 6 and 7 and why you choose this, let's say, genotype? يعني why you choose this answer? Okay. For female 6, what can be her genotype?
For female 6 فيها يكون عندها اثنين يا XN إنه هي normal يا XN و XH وتكون هي normal بس حمل disease.
Normal carrier. فإذا I cannot decide from now.
Yes.
But while her husband,
well, her husband 7 يعني.
Okay, yes.
هيكون XNY.
XNY for sure لأنه هو he looks normal.
Yes.
فإذا he looks normal. Okay. طيب. Okay. Woman 6, we read the answer, please.
Woman 6, normal woman, and normal is dominant, which appears in pure or hybrid state.
Yes.
XN or heterozygous XNXH.
Man 7.
XNY, since he is normal from a disease located at non-homologous segment of X.
Exactly. He is normal from a disease located at a non-homologous segment of X. طيب. Show biological reasoning that this pedigree does not permit a sure diagnosis concerning the fetus. Can I depend on the pedigree to discover or to know the genotype of the fetus? We cannot. Even if you are sure مثلا that the female هي XNXH. لأنه if the female is XNXN يعني الفيتس normal 100%.
بس إذا كان XNXH.
أما إذا female XNXH there will be a chance that the boys will be affected.
Yes.
But are we sure what her genotype is?
No.
No. طب, can I depend on this from the pedigree? لا. Her both parents look normal.
Yes.
Her mother is a carrier, normal carrier, يعني XN XH, the mother. صح?
Yes.
Okay, but we are not sure if her mother gave her XN or XH. لأنه the father for sure gave her XN. But the mother we are not sure. So this is going to be now a problem. The child to be born can be either a girl or a boy. If it was a girl, this pedigree permits a sure diagnosis. She will be normal because her father can give her only XN. And XN is the dominant. So whatever the other X is going to be, XN or XH, this girl is going to be normal. But if he was a boy, the diagnosis is sure if the mother was homozygous. He will be normal. But if the mother is heterozygous, we cannot determine whether the boy is normal or hemophilic because his mother can give him either XN or XH.
Yes.
Okay? يعني logically, logically that's it. So I cannot depend on this. طيب. Okay, صبحية, can you continue please?
أستاذ هلأ تقريبا اكتمل العدد، فيك تقلنا إذا فينا.
لا, we still have one missing, the one that he appears once per month.
أستاذ خلص يعني ما راح نعرف إذا هيك.
لا, we will discuss this, don't worry. At the end يعني. But let's not think about the other thing. Okay, let's keep it as it is now. Let's focus on the question. يلا صبحية, can you continue? Yes, يلا, answer. Answer. طيب رنا.
Yes, Ustaz.
Can you continue please?
Part 3.
Yes, please.
Determine the genetic risk of these children to be hemophilia.
Okay, فإذا I want now to determine genetic risk. يعني it could be the percentage or it could be a proportion that he will be hemophiliac. So what is the proportion or percentage that he will be hemophiliac? What do you think يا منى?
Ustaz, أنا عملت factorial analysis.
Okay. Factorial بس عندك two cases. عندك إذا المother normal.
In both cases.
بالboth cases بس إذا المother normal عندي إياه 100% he will be normal. صح؟
Yes.
فإذا no need to do it.
والتاني بيطلع معنا 1/4.
1/4. طيب, let's see why you find it 1/4. Okay. For the female to be carrier, what will be the chance? So that's why now, Yarana, I have to go up a little. Let me show you how. This is the new part in this question. Okay, now the genetic risk now is a new part and very important. Rana, let's read the answer together, please. Yalla.
If this children was a girl, the risk is null.
Null.
If this children was a boy, its phenotype depends on the allele provided by his mother.
Okay,
by
wait,
his mother.
wait, Rana. Why you said if the child was a girl, the risk is null?
لأنه ما بيجي بالboth X. Just one X.
لأنه الfather will give the fetus XN if she is a girl.
وواحد بيكون affected from
Exactly.
the mother.
فإذا ال XN is normal and dominant. فإذا if she's going to be a girl معناتها she will be normal, no problem.
Yes.
أما إذا كان boy, it depends now on the allele provided by the mother لأنه الfather will give the Y only. المother عندها two possibilities. Yes. The possibility of the mother, yes, Yarana?
of being heterozygote is 1 over 2.
Yes.
If she was heterozygous, there is a possibility of 1 over 2 for giving him XH. And since we do not know the sex of the fetus, there is a chance of 1 over 2 to be a boy. Hence, the genetic risk becomes 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 equal 1 over 8.
Okay, let's repeat
Or
this.
the
Let's repeat this so we can understand it well. Okay, you told me, Rana, the chance for her to be heterozygous is 1 over 2. صح?
Yes. So,
For her to be heterozygous, 1 over 2. طيب. For the chance for her to give XH is كمان 1 over 2. Will a chance to be a boy 1 over 2. فإذا the total probability will be 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 times 1 over 2.
بس ليه عملنا هون times استاذ؟
لأنه Rana, let me give you an example about flipping a coin. You know the coin? عندنا الهيد وعندنا التيل صح؟
صح.
طيب every time يا Rana you flip the coin, what is the let's say مش proportion okay to get a head
50%.
يعني 1 over 2. طيب if you flip it again كمان 1 over 2 صح؟
Okay.
أنا if I want you to flip it 2 times, what is the chance to get 2 heads?
50%.
لحظة
يعني 1 over 2.
لحظة شوي. When you flip it 2 times يا رنا, you have now 4 possibilities. يا 2 heads, يا 2 tail, يا tail head أو head tail. صح؟
صح.
فصاروا 4. How much of them is 2 heads is 1. فإذا the chance is 1 over 4. صح?
صح.
If I do it by multiplying the proportion 1 over 2 to get the first time ahead times 1 over 2 to get another time the head, 1 over 2 times 1 over 2, we get 1 over 4. And here, for the 3 things to happen together, you usually multiply their proportions. يعني أنت عندك الchance to be heterozygous وعندك الchance to give XH with a chance for the fetus to be the boy 1 over 2 1 over 2 1 over 2. You multiply them راح يصير عندك 1 over 8. Clear? Clear? Others clear? I want you to understand this very well. Okay, وانا صبحية are out. طيب تحسين جنى قاسم محمد مريم. We understand this. Okay, محمد. محمد, where are you? فإذا the chance for this mother to be heterozygous is 1 over 2 because this mother is going to be either xn or xn. طيب, the chance that she can give as a gamete xh is كمان 1 over 2 لأنه in her gametes it could be found xn or xh. And for the chance for the fetus to be a boy is كمان 1 over 2. فإذا for the 3 to happen together is 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 times 1 over 2, so it's 1 over 8. طيب. Okay. They are back. طيب. صبحية, you understand this? Jana, would you please continue?
Yes, it is.
Okay. To clarify
To clarify the diagnostic problem of hemophilia in the fetus, 2 tests were done. The first test is karyotype of the fetus in document 2.
فإذا the mother is not, let's say, happy. She's still worried about her fetus. So her husband told her we can do other tests to make sure what is going to be. فإذا the first step they did was what? Was the karyotype. Okay. Now, does this karyotype solve the problem?
No.
Why?
And the karyotype does not show the genotype of her fetus, what we need in this case.
Okay, according to the karyotype, ya Jana, the fetus is going to be a boy. Sorry. Okay, Jana, you hear me?
Still.
Sorry. Okay, according to the karyotype, the fetus will be a boy ولا a girl?
It says a boy, وبما انه هو boy فانه هاف ممكن يكون اذا امه heterozygous وعطته الديزيز عليه فبيكون هو disease.
Okay, فإذا if the fetus is a girl, we make sure 100% that she is going to be normal. صح?
Yes.
But since
Yes.
since the karyotype showed me a boy, معناتها he may be XN XY or XH Y. I cannot
Yes.
decide from here. Okay. طيب continue يا جنى, let's do the next test.
Okay, because we cannot use an
لا, the second test, the second test. You skip it.
Oh, okay. The second test is the analysis of the DNA of chromosome X.
Okay.
The DNA of the mother, the fetus, the sick person 8 are subjected to restriction enzyme.
طيب لحظة يا
The
جنى.
obtained DNA.
لحظة. Why you choose
Yes.
mother, fetus and sick person 8?
لأنه ال8 بما أنه هو الديزيز قليل وهو affected فبنتأكد إنه هو عنده حيكون عنده نفس القليل affected إنه ما حيكون عنده 2 شحطين مش هنقدر نعرف أي القليل affected.
طيب, you mean that 8 is an affected male.
Yes.
معناتها his genotype is XHY.
صحيح.
فإذا we want to know that the mother 6 is carrying XH. We want to know if the fetus has XH. يعني we are searching in the mother of the fetus for the same gene located on the non-homologous part of X for the sick person 8. That's why we choose 8.
Yes.
طيب, the obtained DNA fragments.
The obtained DNA fragments are separated by gel electrophoresis and then hybridized
by a probe. نحن we know what the meaning now of hybridized by a probe. صح؟
Yes.
يعني a probe that is radioactive can bind to this piece of DNA to tell us if this person has this piece or not. طيب.
Yes.
Because we cannot use
an intragenic probe to distinguish the hemophilia allele from the normal allele that codes for factor 8. We use probe ST14 that can mark a polymorphic zone very close to this gene. This zone has 10 alleles, but only allele 3 and 5 are present in this family, and autoradiography are shown in document 3.
Okay. فإذا this all these words here are not important, just to tell you that they use a piece that is next to the affected allele. No problem. Allele 3 and 5 only are present in this family. And autoradiography is done about, and the results are shown in document 3. Type. Now you can see that the mother has both alleles.
Yes.
Fetus has one, while person 8 has one. Type. Can you tell me why I find 2 bands for the mother, 1 band for fetus, 1 band for person 8?
أستاذ بلش بالبيرسون 8 هو عنده بس على القليل 5 لأنه هو affected يعني القليل 5 هي اللي affected قليل.
لا 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 أنا I am not deciding now which affected which is normal. But I am saying now إنه why the person 8 has 1 probe, fetus 1 probe, المother 2 probes.
لأنه هي heterozygous mother.
Even though the person 8 is a male or female?
Male.
Male. He has how many X's?
1.
1. فإذن he will show 1 band. صح؟
Yes.
الفيتس male or female?
Male.
فإذن he also will show 1 band.
Yes.
While the mother, she's a female.
عندها 2X.
فإذن that's why she will shows 2 bands.
شاز بركي اثنيناتهم كانوا على 5 أو اثنيناتهم كانوا على 3.
Maybe you are correct. بس I'm just trying to find out this. Okay. طيب يا جنى. Specify
starting from the analysis of the obtained autoradiogram, the real genotype of the mother and the fetus.
Okay. فإذا starting from analysis of the obtained autoradiogram, the real genotypes of the mother and the fetus. Okay. What do you think now? The genotype of the mother and what is the genotype of the fetus? يلا real one.
This is جوابك.
يلا please.
No, given in the pedigree that the person 8 is affected, which assures that the affected allele is allele 5. The mother has the allele 3 and 5, so the mother is normal, as represented in the pedigree, carrying the affected allele. And the fetus have only the allele 3, so the fetus is a normal boy. يعني الجينوتايب تاعون البيرسون 8 هو X هي XHY والماذر هي XN والفيتس هو حيكون XNY.
طيب. فإذا person 8 has only allele 5. Being hemophiliac, we can say that allele 5 is linked with the allele H that code for hemophilia. فإذا ال 5 وال H are related. لأن ال person 8 who has hemophilia has also 5. The mother 6 who is normal has the 2 alleles 3 and 5. Each one is on an X chromosome. Since allele 5 is linked with H, then allele 3 must be linked with the normal allele N. معناها she is for sure XNXH. عرفنا الجينوتايب of the mother. Now, the fetus has only allele 3. Thus, he received XN from his mother and Y from his father, and thus he will be normal of genotype XNY. Okay? We get it?
Yes.
Very good. Others? Clear for you?
Yes, it is clear.
Okay, good. Very good. طيب. Question 6. Yalla, who wants to answer 6? محمد، قاسم، صبحية، تحسين. I didn't hear your voice today. يلا, who wants to answer?
أستاذ هلا ما فهمت كتير السؤال، فيني أقرأ لك إياه بس ما I can't answer يعني.
No problem, no problem, بالعكس.
Okay. بقرأ لك إياه.
تفضلي.
We estimate a 4% recombination between the polymorphic zone and the gene coding for factor 8. In this case, is the second test reliable for diagnosing hemophilia in the fetus? Justify the answer.
طيب. Okay. You're telling me, Yamana, now there is 4% recombination between polymorphic zone and the gene coding for the factor 8. نحن we know what is recombination from the crossing over, صح؟
Yes.
يعني there could be exchange.
يعني في possibility of crossing over.
تماما. بس هل الكروسنج اوفر هون ممكن يصير عند الميلز ولا بس عند الفيميلز؟ شو رايك؟
الميل.
عند الميل انت عندك واي صغيره واكس كبيره، وهيدي بارت عن نون هومولوجس بارت اوف اكس. يعني هل ممكن تعمليها؟
No.
لا، مستحيله عند الميل. فاذا هل عمليه الريكومبينيشن ممكن تتم بس عند مين؟
عند الأكس.
عند الاكس، يعني عند الفيميل بس.
Yes.
صح؟ بدها تكون بس عند الفيميل. اوكي. هلا فاذا هالاكسشينج ممكن ساعتها يبدل لك القليل 5 بين الاكس اللي هي النورمال، تمام، او القليل 5 هي لها علاقه بالهيموفيليا، مزبوط.
Okay.
فممكن يتبدل بين الهيموفيليا وما بين النورمال. يعني ممكن بدل انا القليل 3 بالقليل 5. اوكي. فاذا هلا شو كان سؤاله؟ In this case, is the second test reliable for diagnosing hemophilia؟ يعني انت طالما عندك 4% chance بالريكومبينيشن، هل بعد فيك تعتمدي على الريزلت تبعيت الدوكيمنت 3 لتقولي انه فعلا 100% البوي رح يكون نورمال؟
No, حيكون affected.
احتمال يكون affected. ليش؟ نحن اتفقنا انه القليل 3 هي للنورمال، يعني هي مع الاكس ان، صح؟
صح.
والقليل 5 هي مع الاكس اتش. ولكن انت هلا عم تقولي لي في عندك 4% chance for combination، يعني ممكن هالاكس ان والاكس اتش يتبادلوا. يعني ممكن الاكس ان ياخذ ال5 والاكس اتش ياخذ ال3. فاذا الفيتس انا لقيت عنده 3 ما معناتها معه النورمال، احتمال نكون عاملين هون شو نحن ريكومبينيشن، صح؟
Yes.
لانه انت مانك عامله بروب لنفس القليل اوف ذا هيموفيليا، عامله بروب لقليل جنبه. فعندك تشانس بعمليه شو؟ بعمليه الاكسشينج.
اوكي.
فهمتيها كيف؟ اوكي. طيب, you read the answer.
Okay. No, because there is a possibility of 4% crossing over between the polymorphic zone and the gene. Non-sister chromatids of the two homologous X chromosomes will exchange the segments leading to the formation of a chromosome X on which allele 5 is linked with the normal allele N, and another chromosome X on which allele 3 is linked with the hemophilic allele H. Thus, the fetus will be hemophiliac even if his diagram shows the presence of allele 3.
فإذا the fetus may be hemophiliac even if his autoradiogram shows the presence of allele 3. Okay, you see? Clear for the others? بس بدنا نتذكر موضوع recombination. Okay, we need just to remember about recombination. تحسين راح أعد لك يا تحسين. You understand number 5? طيب تحسين انت لما عملت بروب هون يلي هو الاس تي 14 البروب نحن قلنا بيعمل بايند لنلاقي هالقليل اذا موجود عند هيدا الكروموزوم او لا، صح؟ طيب هل انت يا تحسين عملت قليل لنفس الكروموزوم الهيموفيلياك ولا لواحد تاني؟ انت عامل القليل او عامل البروب لقليل 5 او قليل 3 يلي هن جنبه للهيموفيليا قليل next to it. تمام؟ next to it. طيب السؤال هلا انت قلت لي الفايف هو دائما جنب الان النورمال، عفوا الفايف دائما جنب الهيموفيلياك والثري هو دائما جنب النورمال. يعني يلي عنده الفايف affected واللي عنده الثري نورمال. نحن هيدا اعتمدنا عليه لنقول انه الفيتس نورمال. مزبوط؟ طيب لما اجى قال لي هون انه انت عندك امكانية 4% انه يصير في شو؟ يصير في ريكومبينيشن، يعني يصير في تبادل. تمام؟ انه ممكن يتبادلوا، يصير في تبادل. يعني معناتها مش بس صار الفايف دائما جنب الهيموفيليا، صار الفايف ممكن يروح جنب مين؟ ممكن يروح مع النورمال والعكس. اوكي؟ وضحت يا تحسين الآن؟ أفضل؟ طيب this clear for everyone guys? Okay, any question?
لا أستاذ كله كلير.
الحمد لله. طيب خلوني انا هلا حاضطر اوقف بس لانه حتنقطع عندي الكهرباء 5 minutes او 3 minutes، واول ما بترجع بنرجع بنكمل مشان نحكي عن الكويز. اوكي؟ طيب يلا.